I was reading the Bible last night.
Really? I didn't know you could read.
I read some interesting passages.
Good for you. Keeps you from getting bored and committing arson and such.
The new command I give you, love one another as I have loved you. So you must love one another. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. Look, you're supposed to react to each of those with a big grin and a contented sigh.
Oh, am I? Sorry. Let's try again.
Every word of God is flawless. He is a shield to those who take refuge in him. Alright already!
What? Did I not get happy enough?
Look, you're supposed to act all happy, then I'm supposed to read a bunch of negative passage and get you all ranting and raving about how it's out of context, cherry-picking, and all that.
Really? Passages like which ones? Maybe you mean like Leviticus 24:16. And he that blasphemeth the name of the Lord, he shall surely be put to death, and all the congregation shall certainly stone him.
That's barbaric! That's disgusting! How can that be part of the word of God? You're a maniac for believing in a God like that.
Who was it who was supposed to rant and rave then?
You don't care about context?
Of course I do. For everything. It doesn't matter what I'm reading. Context is always important. Are you denying that it is?
Well, no, I suppose not, but I don't think it really helps much. Let's take Joshua 10:39-40, for example.
Okay, let's.
Well, Joshua had been Moses' apprentice and in fact commanded the first battle after the Exodus against the Amalekites in Rephidim. Having successfully spied on Canaan.
Hey, I know all of that about what happened before and after in the history recorded in the text. What else can you tell me about the context?
What?
Well, for example, why did they go to war against those kings? What were those Canaanite people like? You mean you don't know?
Oh, well, I thought you'd say it was because God was protecting the lineage of Jesus that he ordered all those people killed.
That may have been one long-term aspect of the situation, but there's far more to it than that.
Well, you mean an omnipotent God couldn't come up with any other way to do all that than with Iron Age barbarity and powers of dead children?
Like what, for example?
Um, That's barbaric! That's disgusting! How can that be part of the word of God? You're a maniac for believing in a God like that.
Got that out of your system now?
Think so, yeah.
Good. Now let's try a reaction from you to this, shall we? Did you hear about the nation that attacked another nation and killed over 140,000 people, including women and children, at one time?
That's barbaric! That's disgusting! How can that be part of the word of God? You're a maniac for believing in a God like that.
Thought you were done with that.
Nah, I still had a few wines left. But really, that's a horrible thing that God ordered there.
Oh, it wasn't God who did that. I was just talking about how the United States dropped the atomic bomb on Japan to end World War II. About half were killed at once by the blast, and the rest died of radiation over time. You could also make arguments either way about the morality of any war action, such as the bombing of the German city of Dresden. So tell me, in what context is it okay for one nation to do that sort of thing to another, eh?
Yeah, well, how do we know whether or not a passage from the Bible is taken out of context?
Same as anything else, NoSCo. We do research and study.
We do what? Study and research, you said. What about how it sounds to us?
Usually irrelevant, actually. Subjective impressions do little to quantify a text.
Whereas I see it, if a verse sounds horrendous, brutal, savage, merciless, blah blah blah, then it probably is horrendous, brutal, savage, blah blah blah.
Pretty childish way to respond to reality, isn't that?
Oh yeah? Well, what about this then? These are two adversaries who have disputed over their Lord.
Don't try that, eh? I know that's the Quran, and it deserves to be regarded with context the same as any other book or report, no matter what it is. I won't judge that barbaric until I can be shown that it is. Got it?
Oh. Well, I guess I've learned something here then.
So you'll start looking into the various social, historical, and literary contexts of these Bible passages before running your trap from now on?
No, thinking like that's too hard. It's much easier to just call things horrendous and barbaric because I think they are. But you've given me a better idea on how to react to them. Hit it, boys! Annihilation time! Come on! There's a slaughter going on right here. Annihilation! Inspire lots of fear. So bring your sword and your arrows too. We're gonna kill everybody but you. Come on!